Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe we'll be making some fried yam with fish paired with some delicious fish sauce that I'm sure will become your favorite. So let's get right into it. So to make this recipe we're going to start by cutting the yam. I'm gonna cut them in small pieces like this. But if you prefer, you can cut them in any shape you want. Then after that, we're gonna make some salted water. I'm adding about half a tablespoon of salt. I'm gonna mix that well so all the salt is dissolved in the water. Next, I'm gonna add the pieces of yam inside the water. The reason of this is to avoid any discoloration of the yam. So after that, I'm gonna put this aside. Next, I'm gonna season my fish. I clean it inside out. So for that, I'm gonna use some seasoning salt, which can be substituted with garlic powder, onion powder, or even adobo powder if you would like. But I like seasoning them with seasoned salt. And don't forget to season inside the fish as well. Next, I'm gonna add some maggi cube. And set it aside. So to make the sauce, we're going to use these ingredients here: some tomatoes, onion, and habanero pepper or scotch bonnet, if you want to call it like that. So we're gonna chop them harshly and put them inside the blender to be blended. I'm adding a little bit of garlic. So after blending them, this is pretty much how the mixture is supposed to look like. Then we're gonna transfer this inside a bowl. So we're gonna rinse that out. So for the fish, I'm using mackerel fish, the geisha brand. If you want, you can swap this type of fish to sardine if that's what you have or currently have. So I'm gonna remove one piece of fish from the can. Then the remaining, I'm gonna add that inside a Ziploc. And I'm gonna put that in the freezer for future recipes or dishes that I'll be making. So we're gonna mix all these together and set it aside. On high heat, I'm going to add about 2 to 3 cups of vegetable oil. Add the piece of onion just to check the temperature of the oil before adding the yam. Then I'm going to add them. I'm just making one batch because I don't have a lot. If you do, then definitely put them in batches. So we're gonna fry this and stir from time to time. And this would fry here for about 5 to 7 minutes until golden brown, or depending on how you want them to look like. Then after that, I'm gonna remove them and place them on a paper towel here to allow the oil to be absorbed. And after that, we're gonna fry our fish in the same oil that we used prior to fry the yam. So we're going to fry this fish until golden brown on both sides. Don't forget to reduce the heat setting. So if it was on high heat, now you can reduce that on mid-high. Otherwise, to avoid the fish to get burned. So after that, we're gonna remove the fish from the oil, and same thing as you did with the yam, you can place that onto a paper towel to allow the oil to be absorbed as well. So we're going to reduce the oil and keep in the same pot 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil to fry the mixture of the tomato. We're going to season that with some adobo powder. Don't forget to season to taste. Some black pepper, salt, and some maggi cube. So we're gonna stir this all together. And I'm adding a little bit, about a tablespoon of my green seasoning. It's linked in the description box, the recipe on how I made the green seasoning. So we're going to stir this and let it cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. Look how beautiful it looks like. Wow. So we're gonna leave this to cook for that amount of time or until the oil come up on the surface. So this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this recipe that I shared with you. Then if that's the case, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, turn that bell notification to be notified anytime I upload a video on my channel. Also, if you tried this recipe, let me know in the comment down below how was it. Until next time, take care.